Hello, boys and girls. Welcome back to Relax and Read with Mrs. V. Can you guess what we will be reading about today? I see lots of animals, and it looks like they're actually farm animals. Our book today is called Farm Friends, My First Treasury. Let's dig in. Farm Friends. Rooster and Fox, adapted by Lisa Harkrader and illustrated by Elaine Garvin. Once there was a very fine farm with a very fine house and a very fine barn. Many fine chickens clucked around the fine barnyard. One of these chickens was a fine rooster who had a fine voice. He strutted around the barnyard each day, preening his fine, shiny feathers. He knew he was one of the most important animals on the farm. The other animals knew it too. Each morning at dawn, they gathered in the barnyard to hear Rooster crow. Rooster puffed up his chest. Cock-a-doodle-doo, he crowed. Cock-a-doodle-doo. The chickens all clucked and said, "He has the finest voice in the country. Everyone says so." Rooster's wife, Hen, agreed. "That rooster is awfully proud of his fine voice," she said. So a rooster, by the way, is a male chicken and a hen is a female chicken. Late one night, when the chickens were roosting in the chicken coop, Rooster awoke with a start. "Hen," he says, "Hen, wake up. I had a terrible nightmare. I dreamed that a fox crept into the barnyard looking for the finest, plumpest chicken, and who do you think he picked?" Hen yawned. "You." "Yes, me," said Rooster. "I was his chicken dinner. It was horrible, Hen. What should I do?" "You should go back to sleep," clucked Hen. "It was only a dream. Plus, I think she's tired of him bragging about how fine he is." "But it seems so real," said Rooster. "What if it comes true? What if a fox really does creep into the barnyard looking for a fine, plump chicken? I must stay inside the chicken coop from now on. I must be very quiet and never venture outside again." Oh no, boys and girls, our friend Rooster has become fearful, and we cannot give in to our fears, right? "Don't be silly," said Hen. "What would the other animals say? Quit squawking and go back to sleep. It was only a dream." Do you think that his dream is going to come true? Let's find out. Rooster didn't want the other animals to think he was silly, so he didn't tell them about his dream. He acted as if nothing had happened. Soon he forgot all about the dream. But a few days later, when Rooster was in the backyard alone, he saw a fox creeping toward the fence. "Oh no, oh dear," cried Rooster. "The dream came true. I knew it would. I must run. I must hide." "My dear Rooster," called Fox, "please don't run away. I didn't come here to harm you. I came only to hear your voice." Rooster stopped. "My voice?" "Yes, your voice," said Fox. "I knew your father. He was a fine rooster with a fine, fine voice. I wanted to see if you crow as well as he did." "Of course I do," said Rooster. "I have the finest crow in the county. Everyone says so." "I'd like to hear it for myself," said Fox. Now I'm looking at Fox, and he seems quite sneaky, boys and girls. Do you think he can be trusted? I don't know. Let's find out. Rooster puffed up his chest. "Cock-a-doodle-doo," he crowed. "Cock-a-doodle-doo." "Amazing, magnificent," said Fox. "Your voice is almost as fine as your father's." "Almost," said Rooster. "Almost," said Fox. "Your father's voice was a little deeper, a little fuller, and a little louder." Of course, he always crowed with his eyes closed, standing on his tiptoes. Oh, and he also stretched his neck and raised his beak toward the sky. Rooster didn't want to be almost as good as his father. He wanted to crow even better. He wanted everyone to know that he had the finest crow in the county. So Rooster shut his eyes. He stood on his tiptoes. He stretched his neck and raised his beak toward the sky. But just as Rooster opened his beak to crow, Fox grabbed him, leaped over the fence, and raced off into the woods, holding Rooster tight. Oh my. That fox, you look at him and you know he's a deceitful fox. He cannot be trusted. You tricked me, cried Rooster. I flattered you, said Fox. Flattery always does the trick. You're very clever, said Rooster, and very strong to be able to lift a plump rooster like me. See that rock? I wonder if you could lift that too. What do you think Rooster's doing? He is turning the tables over on Fox, isn't he? Of course I could, said Fox. He set Rooster down and reached for the rock. Rooster, now free, scrambled quickly toward the barnyard. You tricked me, cried Fox. I flattered you, Rooster called out. Flattery always does the trick. Fox crept away and never returned. He was too embarrassed to come back after he fell for his own trick. Ha ha ha! Rooster still strutted and preened his feathers and crowed, but he tried to be more humble. If I hadn't been so proud, he said, I wouldn't have listened to Fox's flattery. So that is the end of our story, boys and girls. What can we learn from the story? Being prideful is not good, but being humble puts you in a better state of mind, and people will like you better too. And you, most importantly, will like yourself better. So thank you so much for joining Mrs. B, and I will see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.